There's one principle that stands above all others when it comes to achieving success. It's simple, yet profound. Most people overlook it because they're looking for something flashy, something complicated, something out there. But the truth is, real growth doesn't come from chasing shiny objects or quick fixes. Real growth starts with mastering this one idea. Here's the deal. You will never rise higher than your standards. That's right, your standards. The expectations you set for yourself, the way you choose to think, act, and live every single day. If your standards are low, no amount of opportunity or luck can lift you up. On the other hand, if your standards are high, even setbacks won't hold you down for long. Why? Because you'll demand more from yourself. You'll refuse to settle for less than what you know you're capable of. Think about it like this. Imagine someone who wakes up late, rushes through their morning, eats whatever's convenient, avoids challenges, and spends their evening scrolling endlessly through distractions. Now compare that person to someone who wakes up early, plans their day, takes care of their body and mind, seeks out learning opportunities, and consistently works toward meaningful goals. Who do you think achieves more over time? It's not magic, it's the power of standards. But here's the catch. Most people don't pay attention to their standards. They drift through life, reacting instead of leading. They let circumstances dictate how they feel and behave. And then they wonder why they're stuck, why things aren't working out. The problem isn't the world around them. It's the world within them. Success isn't handed to anyone. It's earned by those who decide ahead of time what kind of life they're willing to accept and what kind they're not. So how do you raise your standards? Start small. Ask yourself, what am I tolerating in my life right now that I shouldn't be? Is it bad habits, negative thoughts, mediocre effort? Once you identify those areas, make a commitment to change them, not tomorrow, but today. Not someday, but now. Decide that you deserve better. Demand more from yourself. And remember, raising your standards isn't always comfortable. In fact, it often feels downright hard at first, but discomfort is temporary. Growth is permanent. Let me leave you with this thought. Life doesn't reward wishes. It rewards action. It rewards discipline. It rewards the courage to aim higher and the determination to stay the course. So take control of your standards. Set them high. Live by them fiercely. Because once you do, everything else begins to fall into place. And that, my friend, is where true success begins. Now let's talk about why so many people ignore this principle. It's not because they're lazy or unmotivated, at least not entirely. Most folks genuinely want to improve their lives. They dream big dreams, set goals, and even take action sometimes. But here's the thing. They don't realize that success isn't just about what you do occasionally. It's about who you become consistently. And becoming someone new requires raising your standards, not just once, but every single day. Think about the habits you've built over time. Habits are like invisible architects. They design your life without you even noticing. If your habits align with low standards, things like procrastination, excuses, or settling for good enough, then no matter how talented you are, you'll always hit a ceiling. That ceiling isn't imposed by anyone else, it's created by the limits you've accepted within yourself. On the flip side, if your habits reflect high standards, if you show up fully, work diligently, and refuse to compromise on excellence, you'll break through barriers you didn't even know existed. But building better habits starts with understanding something critical. Discipline weighs more than motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the weather. Some days you wake up feeling unstoppable. Other days you can barely get out of bed. Relying solely on motivation is like trying to drive a car with an empty gas tank. Sooner or later you're going to stall. Discipline, on the other hand, keeps moving forward regardless of how you feel. Discipline says, I may not feel like doing this right now, but I'm going to do it anyway. because it matters. Let me share a little story to illustrate this point. Imagine two gardeners planting seeds in their backyard. The first gardener plants his seeds haphazardly, waters them whenever he remembers, and gives up when he doesn't see immediate results. He tells himself, maybe gardening isn't for me, and walks away. The second gardener, however, digs deep trenches, spaces her seeds carefully, waters them daily, pulls weeds religiously, and waits patiently for growth. Even when nothing seems to be happening above ground, she trusts the process and stays committed. Who do you think ends up with a thriving garden? Success works the same way. You can't plant seeds sporadically and expect a harvest. Consistency and discipline are non-negotiable, and yet most people resist discipline because it feels hard. They associate it with restriction or sacrifice. But here's the truth. Discipline actually sets you free. When you make disciplined choices, you eliminate doubt, regret, and chaos from your life. Instead of constantly wrestling with decisions, you create routines that guide you toward your goals automatically. Discipline simplifies everything. It takes the guesswork out of success and replaces uncertainty with momentum. So how do you build discipline? Start by focusing on one area at a time. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's a recipe for burnout. Pick one habit that aligns with the standards you want to uphold. Maybe it's waking up earlier. Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a book each day. Or maybe it's cutting out negative self-talk. Whatever it is, commit to doing it consistently until it becomes second nature. Then layer in another habit. Over time, these small changes compound into massive transformation. Speaking of compounding, let's talk about one of the most powerful forces in personal development: incremental progress. Too often we dismiss tiny improvements as insignificant. We think, what difference does 5 minutes of exercise make? Or saving a few dollars? Or learning one new concept? But those small actions add up faster than you'd believe. Just like interest compounds in a bank account, effort compounds in your life. A little bit done regularly leads to extraordinary outcomes over time. Consider this analogy. Imagine you're standing in front of a giant boulder. Your goal is to push it up a hill. At first it feels impossible. No matter how hard you strain, the boulder barely budges. But instead of giving up, you keep pushing. Inch by inch you gain ground. Eventually you reach the top of the hill, and once you're there, the boulder begins rolling downhill on its own. Momentum takes over. That's how success works. Those early efforts might seem futile, but they're laying the foundation for breakthroughs. Stick with it long enough, and you'll reap rewards far beyond what you imagine. Of course, staying consistent isn't easy. Life has a way of throwing curveballs. There will be days when distractions pull you off course, doubts creep in, or challenges feel overwhelming. That's normal. What separates successful people from everyone else isn't perfection. It's persistence. They stumble, sure, but they never stay down for long. They dust themselves off, adjust their approach if needed, and keep moving forward. One key to maintaining persistence is surrounding yourself with the right influences. The people you spend time with shape your mindset, whether you realize it or not. If you're constantly around negativity, excuses, or mediocrity, it's going to seep into your own behavior. On the other hand, if you immerse yourself in positivity, ambition, and growth-oriented thinking, it'll elevate you. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that challenge and inspire you. Listen to podcasts, read books, or watch videos that reinforce the standards you're striving for. Fill your environment with reminders of what's possible. Another important factor is learning to embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Always has. Always will. Think about the last time you achieved something meaningful. Chances are, it required stepping into unfamiliar territory, facing fears, or pushing past resistance. Discomfort is the price of admission to success. But here's the good news. The more you lean into discomfort, the stronger you become. Like a muscle, resilience grows with use. Each challenge you overcome builds confidence for the next one. Before you know it, obstacles that used to intimidate you start feeling manageable. Now let's address a common misconception that success is all about talent or intelligence. While those traits can help, they're not prerequisites. In fact, some of the most accomplished individuals started with average abilities. What set them apart was their willingness to put in the work. Talent gets you started, but effort keeps you going. Intelligence opens doors, but perseverance keeps them open. Never underestimate the power of sheer determination. It can turn ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. That brings us to another essential element: belief. You have to believe in your potential before anyone else will. Belief fuels action. Action creates evidence. Evidence strengthens belief. It's a cycle that propels you forward or holds you back, depending on where you focus. Too many people sabotage their own success by doubting themselves. They listen to the voice inside their head that whispers, "You're not smart enough. You're not qualified, or you'll never make it." Here's the reality: that voice is lying. You are capable of far more than you give yourself credit for. Silence the doubt by taking action, proving yourself wrong step by step. Belief also ties into visualization. Picture where you want to be, the version of yourself that embodies the standards you're working toward. See it clearly in your mind. Feel what it would feel like to live at that level. Visualization primes your brain to recognize opportunities and resources that align with your vision. It makes the abstract concrete. When you combine visualization with action, you create unstoppable force. But remember, belief alone won't get you there. You need systems. Systems are the bridge between dreams and results. Without systems, goals remain wishful thinking. With systems, progress becomes inevitable. For example, if your goal is to write a book, your system might involve writing 500. If your goal is financial independence, your system could include saving a specific percentage of your income each month. Goals provide direction. Systems deliver results. Focus less on the destination and more on the daily practices that lead you there. As you implement systems, pay attention to feedback. Feedback is your compass. It tells you whether you're heading in the right direction or need to recalibrate. Sometimes, feedback comes in the form of criticism from others. Instead of getting defensive, ask yourself, is there truth in this? Can I use it to improve? Constructive feedback is a gift, not an insult. Learn to welcome it. Other times, feedback comes from your own results. If something isn't working, don't double down on failure. Be willing to pivot, adapt, and experiment until you find what does work. Flexibility is just as important as consistency. Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about gratitude. Gratitude might not seem directly related to success, but it plays a crucial role. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. You stop obsessing over what you don't have and start appreciating what you do. This mindset attracts more positivity into your life. Plus, gratitude reminds you of how far you've come, which boosts motivation to keep going. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Acknowledge your progress. Doing so reinforces the behaviors that lead to success. At the same time, avoid falling into the comparison trap. Comparison is the thief of joy. It steals your peace, distorts your perspective, and breeds dissatisfaction. Everyone's journey is unique. Someone else's highlight reel doesn't define your worth. Stay focused on your own path. Measure your progress against where you were yesterday, not where someone else is today. Keep your eyes on your goals, not on someone else's scoreboard. Another pitfall to watch out for is complacency. Complacency sneaks up on you when you start seeing results. You might think, "I've made it. I can relax now." But success isn't a finish line. It's a continuum. Once you achieve one goal, there's always another waiting. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start declining. Stay hungry. Stay curious. Keep challenging yourself to reach new heights. While we're on the subject of challenges, let's discuss fear. Fear is natural. It's part of being human. But fear only controls you if you let it. Successful people don't eliminate fear. They act in spite of it. They acknowledge the butterflies in their stomach, then take flight anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward despite it. Every time you face a fear, you weaken its grip on you. Over time, courage becomes a habit. One practical way to confront fear is through preparation. Preparation reduces uncertainty, which minimizes anxiety. Whether you're preparing for a presentation, a workout routine, or a major life change, having a plan gives you confidence. Break tasks into smaller steps, anticipate potential obstacles, and rehearse solutions. The better prepared you are, the less room fear has to thrive. Preparation also applies to managing your time. Time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. Yet, so many people waste it on trivial activities, scrolling social media, watching endless videos, or engaging in drama. Guard your time fiercely. Invest it in activities that align with your standards and goals. Use tools like calendars, to-do lists, or timers to stay organized. Prioritize ruthlessly. Remember, saying yes to one thing means saying no to something else. Choose wisely. While we're discussing priorities, let's touch on balance. Balance doesn't mean dividing your time equally between work, relationships, health, and hobbies. It means allocating your energy based on what truly matters right now. Sometimes you'll need to pour extra effort into your career. Other times you'll need to focus on rest or family. Balance is dynamic, not static. Trust your instincts to guide you. Speaking of instincts, don't underestimate the power of intuition. Intuition is the culmination of experience, knowledge, and subconscious processing. It's that gut feeling telling you whether a decision feels right or wrong. Successful people trust their intuition, especially when data or logic falls short. Cultivate yours by tuning into your inner voice and acting on it. Finally, remember that success isn't purely individual. It's interconnected. As you grow, you inspire others to grow too. Your achievements ripple outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully understand. So approach success with humility and generosity. Share what you've learned. Lift others as you climb. Success shared multiplies. Success hoarded diminishes. Let's talk about something that often trips people up: perfectionism. Now, striving for excellence is admirable. It shows you care about quality and results. But perfectionism is a different beast altogether. Perfectionism paralyzes you. It keeps you stuck in analysis mode, waiting for the perfect moment to act or the perfect outcome before moving forward. But here's the truth: perfection doesn't exist. Life is messy, unpredictable, and full of variables beyond your control. If you wait for everything to line up perfectly, you'll never start anything at all. Progress beats perfection every single time. Think of it this way. Imagine an artist who refuses to share their work until it's flawless. They tweak and edit endlessly, terrified of criticism or failure. Meanwhile, another artist embraces imperfections, releases their creations into the world, and learns from feedback. Who do you think grows faster? Who builds a body of work they can be proud of? The answer is clear. Action generates momentum, and momentum fuels growth. Don't let perfectionism rob you of opportunities to improve and shine. Now let's shift gears and discuss the role of mindset in shaping success. Your mindset is like the lens through which you view the world. It filters your thoughts, emotions, and actions. A fixed mindset says, "This is just how things are," while a growth mindset says, "How can I make this better?" Successful individuals adopt a growth mindset. They see challenges as stepping stones, failures as lessons, and effort as the path to mastery. They understand that abilities aren't static. They're developed over time, through dedication and practice. But cultivating a growth mindset takes conscious effort. Start by reframing negative self-talk. Instead of saying, "I'm terrible at this, try, I'm still learning, and I'll get better with practice." Celebrate small wins along the way. Each victory reinforces the belief that you're capable of improvement. Surround yourself with reminders of progress, notes, quotes, or visual cues that encourage you to keep pushing forward. Over time, these shifts in perspective will rewire your brain to seek solutions rather than dwell on problems. Another key aspect of success is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks stronger than before. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. No matter how carefully you plan, unexpected obstacles will arise. What separates successful people from those who give up is their response to adversity. Resilient individuals don't see setbacks as failures. They see them as temporary detours. They adapt, pivot, and persevere until they find a way forward. Building resilience starts with managing your emotional state. When faced with a challenge, pause and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? Focus your energy on actionable steps rather than dwelling on what's outside your influence. For example, if you lose a job, instead of spiraling into despair, channel your efforts into updating your resume, networking, or acquiring new skills. Taking proactive measures restores a sense of agency and reduces feelings of helplessness. Resilience also involves embracing discomfort. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones. Whether it's public speaking, starting a business, or having difficult conversations, stepping outside familiar territory forces you to stretch and evolve. The more you expose yourself to uncomfortable situations, the less intimidating they become. Over time, you develop confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Speaking of confidence, let's explore how to cultivate it. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through experience. Every time you tackle a challenge head-on, you prove to yourself that you're capable. These mini victories accumulate, creating a reservoir of self-assurance that carries you through tougher times. But confidence isn't just about external achievements. It's also about internal alignment. When your actions match your values, you radiate authenticity, which enhances your credibility and impact. One way to boost confidence is through preparation. Whether you're preparing for a presentation, a negotiation, or a personal goal, thorough preparation gives you a solid foundation to stand on. Research extensively, anticipate questions or objections, and rehearse your approach. The more prepared you feel, the more confident you'll appear, and the more likely you'll succeed. Preparation ties closely to another critical factor: consistency. Consistency is the glue that holds everything together. Without it, even the best strategies fall apart. Imagine someone who exercises intensely for a week, then skips workouts for 3 weeks. Their results will plateau or worse, regress. On the other hand, someone who commits to modest but regular exercise creates lasting change. Small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to extraordinary outcomes. Consistency requires discipline, but it also demands patience. We live in a culture obsessed with instant gratification. Ads promise quick fixes, influencers showcase overnight transformations, and social media glorifies highlight reels. But real success doesn't happen overnight. It's built brick by brick, day by day. Trust the process. Stay committed to your vision, even when progress feels slow. Remember, the tortoise beats the hare, not because he's faster but because he keeps going. While staying consistent, don't forget to celebrate milestones along the way. Celebration isn't just about indulging in rewards. It's about acknowledging your hard work and reinforcing positive behavior. When you hit a milestone, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Share your accomplishment with someone who supports you. This not only boosts morale but also strengthens your resolve to keep moving forward. Celebration also helps combat burnout.
a common enemy of long-term success. Burnout occurs when you push too hard for too long without rest. It drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and diminishes your passion. To prevent burnout, prioritize balance. Schedule downtime regularly. Engage in activities that recharge you, whether it's reading, hiking, meditating, or spending time with loved ones. Taking breaks might feel counterintuitive, but it actually enhances productivity and creativity in the long run. Balance extends to your mental and physical health as well. Your mind and body are interconnected. Neglecting one affects the other. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and movement. Treat these pillars of wellness as non-negotiable parts of your routine. When you take care of yourself, you show up fully in every area of life. Energy levels increase, focus sharpens, and resilience strengthens. Investing in your health isn't selfish, it's essential. Another cornerstone of success is communication. Effective communication opens doors, fosters collaboration, and resolves conflict. Whether you're speaking, writing, or listening, clarity matters. Be concise yet thorough. Tailor your message to your audience. And above all, listen actively. Listening demonstrates respect and empathy, building trust and rapport. People want to connect with those who genuinely hear and understand them. To improve your communication skills, practice regularly. Join groups where you can engage in meaningful discussions. Record yourself speaking to identify areas for improvement. Study great communicators. Observe their tone, pacing, and body language. Over time, you'll refine your ability to convey ideas persuasively and authentically. Communication also plays a vital role in leadership. Leadership isn't reserved for CEOs or managers. Anyone can lead by example. True leaders inspire others through action, integrity, and vision. They set high standards not only for themselves but also for those around them. They empower others to grow, take ownership, and contribute meaningfully. If you aspire to lead, focus on serving first. Great leaders serve their teams, their communities, and their causes. Servant leadership creates loyalty, trust, and lasting impact. As you strive for success, remember to stay grounded in purpose. Purpose gives your efforts meaning and direction. Without purpose, achievements feel hollow. With purpose, even mundane tasks carry significance. Reflect on why you're pursuing your goals. What drives you? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Align your daily actions with your larger mission. Purpose fuels passion, which sustains you during tough times. Purpose also guides decision-making. When faced with choices, ask yourself, does this align with my purpose? If the answer is no, walk away. Protect your time and energy for endeavors that truly matter. Clarity of purpose simplifies life, eliminating distractions and amplifying focus. Alongside purpose, gratitude remains a powerful ally. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you of blessings already present, fostering contentment and joy. Practice gratitude daily. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each morning or evening. Express appreciation to others often. Gratitude attracts positivity, creating a virtuous cycle of fulfillment and success. Gratitude pairs beautifully with generosity. Generosity enriches both giver and receiver. Acts of kindness, big or small, create ripples of goodwill. Offer help without expecting anything in return. Share knowledge, resources, or encouragement freely. Generosity not only strengthens relationships, but also deepens your connection to humanity. Success shared becomes success multiplied. Finally, let's address the importance of lifelong learning. The world evolves rapidly, and staying relevant requires continuous education. Read books, attend workshops, take courses, or learn from mentors. Seek out diverse perspectives to broaden your understanding. Curiosity keeps you adaptable, innovative, and inspired. Never stop asking questions, exploring possibilities, and expanding your horizons. Lifelong learning also involves embracing failure as a teacher. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Each misstep provides valuable insights, helping you refine your approach. Analyze failures objectively, identify lessons learned and apply them moving forward. View failure not as a verdict but as feedback, a tool for growth. As you navigate your path to success, remain authentic. Authenticity builds trust, fosters genuine connections, and amplifies your influence. Don't try to be someone you're not. Instead, amplify the best version of yourself. Vulnerability is strength, not weakness. Share your struggles alongside your triumphs. Inspire others by showing that success is attainable for real people, not just idealized versions. Authenticity also means honoring your unique strengths and passions. Everyone brings something special to the table. Discover what sets you apart and leverage it. Passion fuels perseverance, so pursue endeavors that ignite excitement within you. When you align your work with your passions, effort feels effortless, and fulfillment follows naturally. Throughout your journey, stay open to collaboration. Success isn't a solo endeavor, it's a team sport. Surround yourself with supportive, like-minded individuals who challenge and uplift you. Collaborate on projects, brainstorm ideas, and support each other's dreams. Together you'll achieve far more than you could alone. Collaboration thrives on effective delegation. Delegation isn't a sign of weakness, it's a mark of leadership. Recognize your limitations and trust others to fill gaps. Empower teammates by assigning responsibilities based on their strengths. Delegating frees you to focus on high-impact tasks, while fostering growth in others. Delegation leads us to another crucial skill: time management. Time is finite yet infinitely valuable. Mastering time management allows you to maximize output while minimizing stress. Use tools like calendars, timers, or apps to organize your schedule. Block dedicated time slots for focused work, meetings, and relaxation. Avoid multitasking, it dilutes attention and reduces efficiency. Single tasking yields better results and preserves mental energy. Time management intersects with prioritization. Not all tasks are created equal. Some activities drive significant results, others yield minimal return. Learn to distinguish between urgent and important. Tackle high-priority items first. Delegate or eliminate low-value tasks. Ruthlessly protect your time for what truly matters. Prioritization benefits from clarity of vision. Vision acts as a compass, guiding decisions and action. Visualize your ideal future vividly. Break it down into specific, measurable goals, then reverse engineer the steps needed to reach them. A clear vision transforms abstract dreams into concrete plans. Vision inspires action, but accountability ensures follow-through. Accountability partners, coaches, or mentors provide structure and support. Regular check-ins keep you on track, offering guidance and encouragement. External accountability amplifies internal motivation, making success more attainable. Accountability works hand in hand with responsibility. Take ownership of your choices, actions, and outcomes. Blaming external factors delays growth. Owning mistakes accelerates it. Responsibility breeds empowerment. When you accept accountability, you reclaim control over your destiny.
Responsibility extends to financial stewardship. Financial literacy is a cornerstone of success. Educate yourself on budgeting, saving, investing, and debt management. Develop healthy money habits early. Live below your means. Save consistently and invest wisely. Financial freedom provides options, reducing stress and increasing opportunities. Financial freedom ties into another pillar: risk-taking. Success favors the bold. Calculated risks propel you beyond comfort zones, unlocking untapped potential. Evaluate risks carefully, weighing pros and cons. Mitigate downside exposure while maximizing upside potential. Courageous risk-taking separates dreamers from achievers. Risk-taking requires courage, but courage isn't reckless. Courage stems from conviction. Cultivate unwavering belief in your abilities and vision. Draw strength from past victories and lessons learned. Surround yourself with reminders of resilience. Courage grows with practice, becoming second nature over time. Courage empowers innovation. Innovation thrives on curiosity and experimentation. Challenge conventional wisdom. Question assumptions. Test hypotheses boldly. Innovation disrupts stagnation, driving progress and breakthroughs. Embrace uncertainty as fertile ground for creativity. Innovation complements adaptability. Adaptability enables survival and thriving in changing environments. Remain flexible, adjusting strategies as circumstances evolve. Anticipate trends, seize opportunities, and pivot gracefully. Adaptability ensures relevance amid chaos. Adaptability relies on resourcefulness. Resourcefulness turns constraints into advantages. Solve problems creatively using available tools. Leverage networks, skills, and ingenuity. Resourcefulness fosters independence, enhancing confidence and capability. Resourcefulness fuels productivity. Productivity amplifies output without sacrificing quality. Streamline processes, automate repetitive tasks, and minimize distractions. Optimize workflows for maximum efficiency. Productive habits compound, accelerating achievement. Productivity intersects with mindfulness. Mindfulness anchors you in the present, sharpening focus and reducing stress. Practice meditation, deep breathing, or journaling. Tune into sensations, thoughts, and emotions. Mindfulness enhances awareness, improving decision-making and emotional regulation. Mindfulness nurtures relationships. Relationships form the backbone of success. Invest in meaningful connections, personal and professional. Communicate openly, show appreciation, and resolve conflicts constructively. Strong relationships provide support, inspiration, and collaboration. Relationships thrive on trust. Trust forms gradually, built through consistency, honesty, and reliability. Fulfill commitments, keep confidences, demonstrate integrity always. Trust lays the foundation for enduring partnerships. Trust amplifies influence. Influence shapes outcomes positively. Lead by example, inspiring others to follow. Communicate passionately, articulating vision compellingly. Influence expands reach, multiplying impact exponentially. Influence stems from authenticity. Authenticity resonates deeply, forging genuine bonds. Be transparent, vulnerable, and sincere. Authenticity fosters loyalty, admiration, and advocacy. People gravitate toward authenticity instinctively. Authenticity embodies humility. Humility acknowledges limitations, inviting growth. Admit mistakes openly. Seek feedback eagerly. Learn from everyone regardless of status. Humility cultivates wisdom, earning respect organically. Humility coexists with ambition. Ambition propels you toward greatness. Dream boldly, setting audacious goals. Pursue excellence relentlessly. Ambition ignites fire, fueling relentless pursuit. Ambition balances with gratitude. Gratitude grounds you, tempering ego. Appreciate blessings abundantly. Express thanks sincerely. Gratitude magnifies joy, attracting abundance effortlessly. Gratitude completes the circle, reinforcing purpose. Purpose anchors all else, infusing life with meaning. Revisit your purpose often. Align actions accordingly. Purpose sustains passion, ensuring enduring fulfillment. Success isn't a destination, it's a journey. It starts with raising your standards, embracing discipline, and committing to consistent growth. Surround yourself with positivity. Learn from failure and stay grounded in purpose. Remember, every small action compounds over time, leading to extraordinary outcomes. Be patient, stay persistent, and trust the process. Because when you align your actions with your highest potential, everything else falls into place. So take control today, not tomorrow, and live fiercely by the standards you've set for yourself. Your legacy begins